I'm Glenyce Hughes, and I get to travel this beautiful planet of ours, facilitating people in creating their dreams come true. How the heck did I get so lucky? This is my little kitty Toddy. There. She's a little bit camera shy. So, are you proving how much you care? Yeah, so last week I was at my niece Olivia's graduation, and I realized I was operating from this idea that I had to cry. Not necessarily that I had to cry, but like I was going to cry, like it was going to be sad. And I really took a moment with that and looked at like, what am I actually creating with that? Like, is it that I'm sad? Is it that, what is it? What is it? And what I realized was that it was this energy of proving that I cared. So it would have been different if it was like truly from a different energy of just crying and just celebrating and all of that. So I'm not saying crying is always proving, but in that case, for me, it was. Now, in February, when we went grad dress shopping, I did actually break out into tears. It was so unexpected. It wasn't even in my world. I was shocked, as everybody else was, that I just burst into tears. It was just this whole moment of watching her, okay, don't bump the camera, Dots. Watching her, and in the moment that we were watching, saw her in this beautiful dress, the one that she ended up choosing. Sorry, now she has to rub up against the camera. It was this space of seeing her as a little kid and seeing her growing up, and it was truly, it was just truly. But on her grad day, it was a totally different energy. And maybe that's really what gave me the space to be with that. It wasn't that. It wasn't from like, oh my gosh. It was from, I'm supposed to, or it's the right thing to do. Like, it was crazy. But anyway, with that realization of that awareness that I was proving how much, or I was looking at proving how much I cared, I didn't end up crying because it wasn't going to create what it wasn't required, I guess is probably the best way to put it. But it started me looking at how much do I do that? How often am I proving how much I care rather than just caring? And here's the thing, when we prove something, when we feel the need to prove something, it's because we don't believe we do. It's because we don't know, we're not acknowledging that we do. So in this case, I wasn't acknowledging how much I cared, so I needed to prove it. Now, why the heck would I not want to acknowledge how much I cared? But at least for me, there's a level of vulnerability with that that's a totally different energy, just a totally different invitation that I'd never really been present with before from that angle. So my willingness to be present with it, my willingness to go, wow, I really, really care. I really, really care about my niece, and I'm really proud of her and all the things. And just to be present with that allowed me then to actually be aware of what was required, which was more of this celebration and joy than like sadness or the upset or whatever we're supposed to do in this reality. It's so magical when we just take a moment and be present. Today was day one of Pool Party Foundation, and there's also an online component too. And we talked so much about being present, being present, being present. Yeah, and it's not something we're taught here. It's something that for the most part, we really have to start building the muscle for. So I wonder next time for you if there's something going on that you could just check in with what's really going on. Of course, that takes a level of presence and a level of an awareness and a tenaciousness of going, I could do what the right thing or what I'm supposed to do or all of that. I could do that. What would I like to do? What would I like to create here? And it was such a magical day, being present, being aware, and not needing to prove, actually acknowledging how much I care, sharing with her how much I care in a way other than this bizarre tears and all the things. So have a fabulous week, and I look forward to chatting again next week.